It is game day. Lions and Raiders tonight on Monday Night Football. Ford Field hosts Monday Night Football game for the first time since 2018. It is also about 25 hours away from the NFL trade deadline. The Seattle Seahawks got better today. Leonard Williams, the defensive end from the New York Giants, goes to the Seattle Seahawks for a second-round pick and a fifth-round pick next year. And the Eagles got a safety last week
Kevin
Byard from Tennessee. Teams are stacking up. Specifically, teams in the NFC are stacking up because this is a wide-open NFC.
Yeah.
You look at San Francisco doesn't look daunting anymore. 3 straight losses. Maybe they are figuring something out about Brock Purdy. Maybe, just maybe they are. Deebo Samuel's banged up. The Eagles don't look unbeatable. You know who looks to be the best team in the NFC?
Eagles.
Seattle.
Yeah, there you go.
If you want to be honest.
Well, they won late yesterday.
I understand, against a very good Cleveland Browns team.
Yeah. Eagles beat the Dolphins by 14. I'm taking the Eagles.
Okay, fine. Either way, but you see, it's a wide open
everybody's beatable
situation, and the Lions, in my opinion, have to keep up with the Joneses. You cannot wait till next year. This isn't a 2-year process. This isn't a 3-year process. Yes, I believe this is year 1 of what I believe is a 5 or 6 year window, but that doesn't mean you don't take your shot when you got your shot. The Lions have a legitimate shot to make it to a Super Bowl this year. They have to improve this team.
You asked me if he does not make a significant move, talking about Brad Holmes, who I dubbed the mad scientist. If he doesn't make a move by trade line, a significant move, is it cause for concern? And the answer for me is yes. Yes, absolutely. In my estimation, it will be I won't say it will be a blunder on his part, and here's why. Call him the mad scientist. We're giving him love when he's deserved love, but everybody's constantly on review. Everybody, you have to keep doing well for me to keep saying that you're doing well. When you look back 2 years ago and you pass on Micah Parsons, okay, I get it. I don't want to get Maz upset again. You pass on Micah Parsons and we see what he's done since he's been in the league. When you pass on Jalen Carter this year and you explain to me that, well, Shamir Gibbs, we moved back. This is the guy we wanted. We also packaged that with Jack Campbell. I haven't seen either one of those players do anything. Meanwhile, Jalen Carter is a wrecking crew, although he was injured this past week. Micah Parsons, a wrecking crew. So you start to look at moves like this. Now you tell me, and he did amazing offseason by Brad Holmes in terms of the free agency brought in. But now you tell me you're the number 2 team. They are, and that's not Brad Holmes' fault. No. But now you tell me you're the number 2 seed in the NFC with the whole season in front of you, with a chance to make some moves so that you really can be where you want to be in the long run, and you decide to do nothing. Now you have to start compiling those moves that were not made on top of each other. Now I got to bring the Micah Parsons back. Now I got to bring the Jalen Carter back, because now at the trade deadline, when you got everything in front of you, you're right there and everybody looks beatable. Hell, even the Eagles look beatable, because guess whose knee isn't 100%? Jalen Hurts. And you don't do anything, as what we watched last week against the Baltimore Ravens. That's cause for concern, if I'm just being honest. Sometimes you got to shake things up. Sometimes you can't just have all the guys that you drafted. Sometimes it can't be about the specific players that you got in free agency. Sometimes you got to go after a stud because it's in the heat of the moment. You're trying to win now. See, you got me on that now stuff, Ryan and Ermanni. You can win now, so why not?
Listen, guys. 2 wild card teams are in the World Series. The Arizona Diamondbacks won 84 freaking games. 84 games. All right? They went out and they got their bullpen all bolstered. They got themselves a closer from Seattle and Paul Sewald. They are playing to win. They are 3 wins away from being a champion of baseball. The Lions never go out and they get the big free agent signing, the big name, the big trade when you need it. Yeah. They never really had to. But this team is there. Like Ryan said, it's year 1 or 2 of the big, we got a great window here. We got a great nucleus. This is not a rebuild anymore. This is a build-up team. For you to not go out and get somebody to bolster at least 1 or 2 positions on your team, you are making a mistake, and it's a disservice to your fans out there. Yeah, we all look. We all see. Leonard Fournette's in Buffalo today. I'm not a big Leonard Fournette fan. But you know what? He would have been maybe a nice backup to have here as a running back. Don't get me started on running backs, please. I'm not gonna go on the running back situation. But out of the 4 guys you signed in the offseason, 3 of them are out. 2 for the season. 1, we don't know about the ribs with David Montgomery. Go out, make your team better. Who gives a damn about a choir boy? If you don't like the player after this year, then you say goodbye to him. If you don't like him at all, you bench his ass. Whatever it takes, make the team better and win this year. You don't know if it ever is going to come back again like it is right now.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take chances, and I keep going back to Los Angeles Rams 2 years ago with Von Miller and Odell Beckham. I mean, look what Odell Beckham was coming out of Madison, Cleveland. He got his dad sending people videos about it's not his fault. You got Odell. Is he the cancer in the locker room? Is he not the cancer in the locker room? Von Miller, is he declining a little bit? Is he not playing like he wants to? Should they take a chance on him and block all this other stuff? They made a move that will help the team. Look at Pete Carroll. Pay attention to people that win, Ryan Ermanni. Pete Carroll won a Super Bowl, should have won 2 if he would have just handed the ball off to beast mode. We know this now. He saw that they did not have a rush this year. Their defensive pass rush just was not there this year. 2 elite corners in the making in Woolen and Witherspoon.
Wow.
You know what? If we get some pressure, if we can get some pressure on the quarterback, bet it'd be a lot easier to get interceptions. But now that you got 2 lockdown corners and you add a Frank Clark, who's the playoff leader in sacks all time, and then you add Leonard Williams, now when you're getting that lockdown coverage by Tariq and Witherspoon, now they're getting to the quarterbacks. Now they're getting easy sacks. They just became that much better, to your point, in the span of 7 days.
And Dominican Sue's still out there. Just saying.
And he does want to play. And
Just saying.
Look, I'm not saying no to that. I once was like, I don't know what that guy's got left in the tank.
I don't care if he gives me 5 plays.
I'm telling you.
He's won a Super Bowl.
Let me ask you this. I'll give you 3 positions, not 4, even though I think there are 4 areas the Lions could improve upon. So I just want you to rank them for me. If the Lions could make a trade and improve only 1 position group, what would it be? And tell me what you think this team's needs are. Because you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a week ago.
I think this team's needs are wide receiver, defensive back. This is where it gets hard. I think running back over defensive line. Now, most people, I think, would say defensive line, defensive end, get a rush, somebody that's going to rush the quarterback. I think most people would put that first. I put it 4th. And the reason why I have wide receiver and running back in there is because I think you win when you make what you do great, greater. This team's calling card is offense. They score the football. They have got to continue to just pulverize teams on offense, whether that's with a wide receiver or a running back. Without Marvin Jones and with J-Mo not being the guy that we think he is, maybe he'll turn into it. He's not that guy right now. So that's what I'll go on. I don't care about 3 years from now what he's going to do. What's he going to do for me this year in the NFC Championship game? That's what I care about right now. And this team needs help there. Amon-Ra is sick or whatever. He's got an illness. You see how desperate this team is for wide receiver help right now. If this guy can't play or plays at 50% or whatever. So wide receiver, cornerback, running back.
We can just agree to disagree. I posted this on Twitter 2 weeks ago. What they need is a pass rush. When they play against the elite teams, the Seattle Seahawks, no sacks. When they played against the Baltimore Ravens, no sacks. Both games they lost. You got to have a pass rush. You got to have somebody help Aiden Hutchinson out. The reason why the Kansas City Chiefs are still considered one of the best teams in the league, it is not because of Patrick Mahomes this particular year. It's their defense is playing well. You got to help Aiden Hutchinson out on the defensive side of the ball. You need a pass rush on the other side. You need a number 2 DB. You need a number 2 DB, and then I agree with you on a wide receiver third. But you got to get somebody to help Aiden Hutchinson out because all he's going to do is draw a triple team or a double team and a chip block. Charles Harris ain't getting to the quarterback. Pascal's still up in there. We're trying to figure it out. I haven't seen Aleem McNeil and Bugs play when they play the elite teams. Yeah. Haven't seen them. So that's why I say you got to get a pass rush like a Leonard Williams. And then you get a DB, then you get a wide.
Leonard Williams would be good.
Maz, I want you to answer that question next. And again, if anybody would like to tell me the last time a good defensive team beat a good offensive team, I'm all ears. We'll do that next.
A running back is going to turn that into that?
A wide receiver and a running back might. Never know.